Hello, everyone. I hope it's been a good day. So, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon which time zone you are joining this session for. So, my name is Vishal, and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this video from YouTube, from Zoom to understand and learn about Sahaja Yoga meditation. Uh, my name is Vishal. I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for around 25 years, and it's my pleasure, it's my honor to be here, also to walk through for this 7-day seminar, 7-day session, 7-day workshop, whatever you would like to call it as. I would call it as a 7-day interesting journey from mind to meditation. So, without further ado, without further delay, let's jump on to the really important message, which is how do we experience, how do we get into the state which we are all looking for and what we are looking in our journey. So, with that, let me quickly share on my screen. Yes, I hope you can see it now. All right. Okay, so let's start our session with understanding, the journey which we call it as a mind to meditation. Okay, so we all know what our mind is, and mind and meditation, it sounds very contradictory, very interestingly, because mind is something which is always encouraging us to think. While when we understand the meaning of meditation is very, very much different, it's very much uh, a state which takes us away from the day-to-day thought process, time to time, the stress, the anxiety which we have, and the continuous fight and conflict which we have in our mind because of physical, mental, emotional, whatever be the circumstances, whatever be the reason. But it takes us away from the state of peace, state of silence, state of meditation. Now, in this journey, which we are going to cover in these 7 days, today being the first day, we will cover about introduction and a gift of self-realization. Now, what is self-realization? I would call it as a foundation of the building. Now, if you don't have a foundation, you don't have a building itself. So if you want to continue with the journey of meditation, it has to start with self-realization. Now, in upcoming days, we are going to touch up the topics which would be on the holistic well being, on the holistic growth, which is required for us to be in the state of meditation and also to grow continuously. Because this is a journey, it is not just a 1 day activity which we do and we accomplish something and we move on as work done. But it is something part of our day-to-day life. It is something which goes throughout. It's like an activity, or rather than activity, while we know it is a state. But for the simplification, it's an activity which we like to do every day because we know it is so important, it is so joy-giving, it is so beneficial. All right. So now we will cover about this, different topics in 7 days. And today being the topic of self-realization. Now, before we go and understand what the self-realization is, let me talk about the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. And she is the founder and you can say the person who has spread this ancient knowledge into this modern time since 1970. She is one who found out how this energy within us, which is responsible to provide the state of meditation, can be actually activated. And she has traveled across the world, spread this knowledge in more than 100 countries, and never charged any money about for any of the knowledge or any of our session, any of her teaching. So, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of Sahaja Yoga, and with following her guidance, following her teaching, the facilitators like me, and I would also call it out like me, there are so many facilitators for whom Sahaja Yoga is not their job. We are working professional in our domain. We can be in IT, in engineering, we can be in any place, as a housewife or student. But considering the benefit which we have received from Sahaja Yoga after practicing for such a time, we would like to share this knowledge, we would like to share this experience with all of us who are yet to experience, yet to feel that taste, which is such amazing, which is such a fruitful and such a beneficial. So, having said that, let's understand what is the self realization, and that how does self-realization lead us into the meditation. Now we know, meditation is good, isn't it? We all have heard so many things about meditation. It helps us in physical balance, it helps us in mental balance, holistic health. In so many papers, in so many studies, we read a lot about meditation. But have we ever thought, how does meditation actually helps? And interestingly, have we ever thought how many meditations are there which can conclusively prove that they benefit beyond relaxation? Now, that is very interesting point, whether meditation can help beyond relaxation, because lots of studies which we read, which we see, they give the benefit of meditation as a byproduct which any person would get by doing a relaxation. Or we can say if person is relaxing, he would definitely get some benefit, isn't it? If you're lacking sleep continuously, we know it would have a detrimental effect on the body. Now, if person takes a good rest, if he relaxes himself, would it help him? Answer is yes. But now, if the same person with the relaxation, if he's doing meditation, is he getting additional benefit on top of what he would get on the relaxation? That is a very differentiating point. And Sahaja Yoga meditation is the only meditation which has conclusively proved that the benefit by this meditation is above the relaxation. So rather than just sitting on the couch, if you are meditating, you are being in the state of meditation through Sahaja Yoga, it gives you much more benefit than any other meditation around the world. Now, as I mentioned already earlier, that I am a practitioner. It is just the journey which I have been following for last 25 years. And I've seen so many meditation across. It's not monetarily or any financial gain I'm seeking out of it. It's just out of the interest, out of the benefits I have received. Me and so many practitioners would like to share this knowledge across. Now understanding this meditation helps us in achieving a better health, achieving better state. But how does it work? And it works because of the gift, we call it as a self-realization. And it is just not a mental activity or something, a certificate. If you see it on the chart, which is shared on the screen, oops, within us, we have this energy system where we have 7 energy center, this flower-like shape, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 3 channels, 3 vertical lines, which is left channel, right channel, and the central channel. Now we will learn about them in our subsequent classes. To keep it very short, these 7 energy centers and channels are responsible for all the aspects of our life, be it physical, mental, emotional, whatever we call as our personality is actually controlled by them. And we had been using them since birth. Unfortunately, without realizing, many a times we put them in pressure, we put them in a situation that they are not able to operate or work in the rightful manner, in the healthy manner as they are supposed to. And that is where the problem starts. We are growing old, we continue to apply pressure on them, and these energy centers or channels are not able to work optimally because of how we have treated them, unfortunately. And that is where this problem statement arises. When we grow elder, we are more stronger as compared to a child. We are more intelligent, powerful. We even have money. But if we compare our state of happiness, who is much happier? Is it a child or us? I think we all know that the answer is child. It's not that because the child does not know what happens in the world. It's a lot of other factors, how child deals with the situation, and why child deals in the situation that way is because of the strength of energy centers. A very simple example, how easily child forgives people. Can we forgive people that easily to others? Answer is no. and that has a consequences. Now, with these happening of which results in imbalance of these energy centers, within us we have energy called as a Kundalini, which is in a sleeping state. And this is a feminine power. This is an energy which is called as Kundalini or motherly energy, nature, Mother Nature energy, is in a sleeping state. And once it's awakened, it nourishes the energy centers and channels. And great, that is the answer. That is the state. That is the ideal point we were looking for. When this energy starts working, it starts nourishing these energy centers and starts bringing them back into the balance. And this working, this awakening of this energy is called as self-realization. So is it not a great gift? I would say it is like claiming or experiencing a new sense within us. We have got five senses. We know, we can touch, we can feel, we can see, we can smell. All these five senses, if it is topped up with one more sense, which is called as vibratory awareness, which is the sense which supersedes all these, is an amazing, great state to be in. And that state is achieved with the state of self-realization. Now, it may sound like very fictional, but the great thing is, sometimes truth is more stranger than a fiction. And the best part is it is tangible. Now, without any complication, without any confusing statement, I would just simply say, when we are in the state of meditation in Sahaja Yoga, we feel this energy system on our hands. Where is the reflective points of these energy centers? And what do you feel? You feel a cool or warm air coming out, which represent the state of your own energy system, state of your energy channel, energy centers. So you yourself can identify which energy center is healthy, which energy center is weak. And when you meditate on daily basis, you allow this nourishing energy, this Kundalini to work, because now you have received the gift of self-realization. And in return, this energy nourishes and brings your energy center back into the balance. So this actually explains how the meditation gives you the benefit. Now we knew, or somehow we believed, that meditation gives the benefit, but this theory, or subsequently when we will do the practical, we will understand how this practical shows that this meditation actually works, it happens, and it helps within us to achieve that state of self-realization. And we can gradually, within few days, we are not talking about years, months, or weeks, just few days, we can feel the benefit of this meditation within us, in our day-to-day behavior, in our day-to-day experience. So with that, rather than explaining much more, I will just like to play a very short video, which is shared by Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of Sahaja Yoga. And let's just watch this short video, and it would explain more about the journey which we are all seeking.
You'll know everything about yourself. But that to happen, you don't have to do any acrobatic thing. It's just very simple. Wherever you are sitting, it will work out. But first tell your mind to stop a little bit thinking. Because this mind has been reacting all the time. Reacting to this, reacting to that. With the result that Kundalini doesn't rise. But when she rises, she is wonderful. Your thought rise like that and fall down. Again, thoughts come up and fall down. They come from the future or from the past. Present you cannot be. You cannot be in the present. But when Kundalini rises, she elongates these thoughts, and there is a space created. It's called as pause, you can call it. In Sanskrit called as vilamba. So your mind stands at that place where you have thoughtless awareness. You'll know everything about yourself. But that to happen, you don't have to do any acrobatic thing. It's just very simple. Wherever you are sitting, it will work out. But first tell your mind to stop a little bit thinking. because this mind has been reacting all the time, reacting to this, reacting to that, with the result that Kundalini doesn't rise. But when she rises, she's wonderful. Your thought rise like that and fall down. Again, thoughts come up and fall down. They come from the future or from the past. Present you cannot be. You cannot be in the present. But when Kundalini rises, she elongates these thoughts and there's a space created. It's called as pause, you can call it. In Sanskrit called as vilamba. So your mind stands at that place where you have thoughtless awareness. It's told by, also Jung has talked about it, that you get into thoughtless awareness. Patanjali has talked about it. But talking about it is not sufficient, as I told you, it has to happen. So first thing that happens to you, you become thoughtlessly aware. There's no thought, no reaction. When the Kundalini rises through these 6 centers, which are responsible for your physical, mental and emotional being, she nourishes them. She nourishes them with light. And then she integrates them. And when she reaches this spot, she opens up this fontanelle bone area. This is the last breakthrough of your evolution. Whatever I'm saying, we can prove it also. It's not just talking. But these Kundalini's awakening which takes place, it actually makes your hands speak. You start feeling the cool breeze coming out of your fingers and through your hand and here also. You feel the cool breeze actually. And then if you know what do these mean, 5, 6 and 7 center. In the same way 5, 6 and 7 center. These 7 centers are on the sympathetic nervous system. But when the sympathetic and centers, 2 of them, they mix, the central system is formed of parasympathetic. And in the light of the spirit, your attention becomes purified. Not only that, but you know what is good for you and what is destructive for you. You give up all nonsense in no time. Of course, Sahaja Yoga has cured many people with all kinds of addictions, all kinds of problems. It's a fact. But that is, this Kundalini has done it, which is your own, which has enlightened your own chakras, your own centers, and has brought forth this result.
Now, that was a very quick introduction about how the Kundalini works, how it brings us into the state of meditation. Now, again, for us to memorize and remember the real meaning of meditation, it is the state of thoughtless awareness. It is a state where we are thoughtless and yet we are aware what is happening around. So just in case if someone is saying that, I meditate and I meditated so deep that sometimes, I can sit in meditation for hours without realizing what's happening around, then probably that person is sleeping, because it is on the contrary to the definition of meditation, thoughtlessly aware. Now, to achieve that state, of course, we allow this Kundalini to work and bring us in that state of thoughtless awareness. And what's the foundation? Is the self-realization. Now, let's do a very small, simple exercise, which we are all really capable of. We are all fully ready. We are all fully built for it. Our human awareness, our human body is fully ready to have this sprouting of the seed. Now, what do we do? We'll follow some of the steps with open eyes now. I would like you all to practice it. And later on, once we will start this activity or this small session of realization, which is again conducted by the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, we would close our eyes. All right. So first and foremost, let's just sit, relax, comfortably, relax your shoulders, relax your hands, relax your forehead. And afterward, keep your hands open like this. Fingers are not stretched, they are not touching each other, just relax. And palm facing upwards, you're going to keep it on the lap. Now, step number one, we are going to bring our right hand onto the lower abdominal area on the left. Now, what is this? This is our location of second energy center on the left channel. We will learn about it in detail in our later classes or our later session. But for the time being, we are keeping our hand on the different parts of our body, which are the reflective points or which are the points of our energy centers. And we will say the affirmation which are related with the quality or with the essence of that energy center. Okay, so our right hand, step number one, goes onto the lower left abdominal area and we keep it as low as possible. And here we would request Mother Energy to give the pure knowledge or pure desire. Slowly, we will move our right hand a bit up. Step number two is on the left side of our navel area. This would be step number two. And here we would be saying this affirmation 10 times, Mother, I am my master, I am my own guru. Step number three, we are going to bring our right hand on our heart. Step number four, we are going to bring our right hand on our shoulder and neck joint. Okay, so this time you're going to bring your right hand from the front. Okay, and while you're keeping it on your shoulder and neck joint, you can turn your face towards right as it is shown in the picture. Okay, right hand goes on to the left shoulder and neck joint, and you turn your face towards right. Afterward, we will take our right hand, put it on our forehead. We can apply a little pressure. If you want, you can let your forehead rest on your hand. Step number five, we will bring our right hand on back side of our head and we'll face towards the sky. And this time, again, you can let your head rest on your hand. So not to worry if you later, when we are practicing it, if you're a bit confused, you can always open your eyes, take a look and close your eyes again. Now moving to the next step, which is quite important. So let us try it out all once. We will bring our right hand and this time we are going to stretch our fingers for the right hand. And center of our palm will go on top of our head. Now what is so special about this step? Center of your palm is the location of your seventh energy center, and so is the location on top of your head. So you're touching the reflective points of seventh energy center with the actual place. While stretching, you are applying a little pressure. You are doing a gentle massage in a clockwise direction as if clock is facing towards sky. So which means your hand is going to move left, front, right, and back. Okay, so let's just try it a couple of times. Right hand on top of your head, you apply a little pressure, do a gentle massage so that your scalp should move. Your hand is on your fontanelle bone area. This is the same area when the child is born. It only has the skin. It does not have bone. There's no calcification. All right. So we will do that 7 times. And afterward, we are going to bring both the hands on the lap. So these are the 7 steps which we are going to follow. Now, as I mentioned, let's just completely relax ourselves. Our body is completely ready. We have to just allow this energy to work. The only thing which is needed from you at this moment is the pure attention and the pure desire. All right. So now let me turn off my video. We can just follow these instructions, which is given by the founder of Sahaja Yoga. And we will all follow these steps for the self-realization. So let us relax ourselves, both the hands on lap. We can close our eyes. If you are wearing glasses, you may want to take them off. And let us begin.
Keep your eyes closed. First of all, please put your right hand on your heart. All the time the left hand is towards me. Now, here you have to say, in your heart, with all sincerity, Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question 3 times in your heart. This is a very fundamental question. Now bring the right hand on to the left hand side of your stomach, in the upper part. Here press it. Now this is the center of your mastery, your guidance, your Guru Tattva as they say. So ask a question, Mother, am I my own master? This is a question to be asked 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Now, bring your right hand down below, the lower part of the abdomen. Now, this is the center from which all the divine work is done. All the pure work is done. So to ask 6 times, because this center has got 6 petals. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. 6 times you just ask. As a result of this asking, the Kundalini starts getting awakened. Now to help the Kundalini to rise, you have to cooperate with her. So please put your right hand on the left hand side in the upper part of your abdomen and press it on the stomach. Now here you have to say with full confidence, to help the Kundalini to rise, Mother, I am my own master. This you have to say 10 times. These are the 10 commandments which you have to say. That, Mother, I am my own master. Now, 10 times with full confidence. Now please raise your right hand to your heart. Now, here you have to say, again with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This is the truth. You are the Spirit. But you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This you have to say 12 times. Now one has to know that God Almighty is the ocean of love. But above all, He is the ocean of forgiveness. So He forgives. Whatever wrong you do, He forgives. So don't feel guilty and put your right hand across on the left hand side in the corner which is made by your neck and your shoulder. Now here you have to say again with full confidence 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say it. Mother, I am not guilty. 16 times. I am not guilty at all. Please say it. Please say it. Very hot. Now raise your hand across on your forehead. And it's a very important center. Here you have to say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Please say it from your heart. How many times is not the point. Mother, I forgive everyone. Now some would say that it's very difficult to forgive. But it's a myth that we do not forgive or we forgive. We do not do anything in both the cases. But if we don't forgive, then we play into wrong hands. So please say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now please take your hand on the back agya, the same center, on the back side of your head and allow your head to rest on it and push it back a little bit. Now here, you have to say, for your satisfaction, because you always feel guilty, that, O Divine, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive me. Please forgive me. From your heart. Stretch your hand fully and put your center of your palm on top of the fontanelle bone area, which was a very soft bone in your childhood. Press it hard. Press hard your scalp. Now you have to move it 7 times, saying one thing, which you have to ask for. Mother, please give us my self-realization, because I cannot force on you. So you have to ask for it. 7 times, press it hard and move it 7 times, very hard. Slowly, saying that.
Now just slowly bring both the hands on the lap and try to be in the state of meditation while keeping your attention on top of your head, where you have just touched. Now just keep your eyes closed and try to observe on your hands on your fingertips, if you can feel little cool or warm air coming out, or you may feel a bit of a tingling sensation, a bit of a heaviness on one hand or on few fingers, just take a note. Now, once the Kundalini starts working, it reflects on our hands, on our fingertips, in the form of vibrations, this nourishing energy, this soothing flow. Now you can slowly and gently open your eyes and just try to observe again how you were feeling in the beginning of the session and how do you feel now. And I hope all of you, most of you, majority of you would have felt something on your hands, on your fingertips. And many a times we also feel it on top of our head. So you may want to just bring your right hand few inches above your head and move gently back and forth. You can keep it 1 or 2 inches above and try to locate a point where you can feel a cool or warm air coming out. So just give a try. It's something you cannot force. If you can observe, well and good. And if you don't observe, it's perfectly all right. It is so natural, it would eventually happen as long as you practice, as long as you meditate. It does not take years, months, weeks. It's just matter of a day or maybe couple if you have to try once or twice. So you can change your hand, you can try to feel with your left hand. And once you find that spot, you may try to lift up your hand and you can see it goes a bit higher, not just to 1 or 2 inches. And that depends upon, as you meditate, the flow of this energy keeps on increasing, but it is always very soothing. It is always very pleasant. And that is the first and foremost the proof of the self-realization. Rather than having a certificate on the paper, which actually has no value, you have an experience within yourself is the true certificate, is the true belief, is the true experience of the self-realization. Now, with that, what you feel it on the hands, on your fingertips, it defines your personality. Or it sometimes you can say it defines your state at the moment. I think that would be more appropriate to say. Most of the time, if you feel the same thing, it defines your personality. This is how your personality has become. But if it keeps on changing, it is because of what your state it is in now. What does it mean? For example, if you feel on one hand and you do not feel on another hand at all, in comparative language, you will understand, oh, the hand where I do not feel anything is the channel it is representing is comparatively weak. Now, why that channel is weak, what is the reason behind, you can learn it in the later classes. But what is important to understand this language. And this language is so natural that as you meditate slowly, you don't have to do any acrobatic. It spontaneously comes to you. You can find it. Oh, yes, it is very soothing on my hands. Oh, but on this one particular finger, I feel a bit of a jittery. And then it denotes, oh, yeah, this energy center is a bit weak. And once you fix that energy center in your day-to-day meditation, in return, you will find out, all right, actually, I had this problem and now that problem has gone. And you never knew actually so far why you had the problem. It was because that particular energy center was weak. And now through meditation, you brought that into balance and that problem no longer exists. So it is as simple as that, seeing your own self in the mirror, where you can see, oh yeah, something is on my face, and you just brush it off and clean it off, isn't it? So meditation is introspection, meditation is the development, meditation is the state. It is the complete picture of our existence, I would say. And it is so joyful. Now, being a working professional, I'm pretty much sure everyone would be so busy on day-to-day life, including ourselves. And those practitioners who have been practicing Sahaja Yoga will ensure that after some time, once you have started experiencing the state of meditation, you would always ensure that you meditate every day. And the reason being very simple, it is so peaceful, it is so joyful, and at the same time, it is so nourishing. You would just say, I'm so tired. Why not just sit for 10 minutes of meditation and get myself back into real me? So that is about identifying your own aspects, your own personality, or your own self in the true meaning, rather than someone else certifying, or rather than reading lots of books and trying to decode what kind of a person you are. You can actually see it on your hands then and there. And good part is you can always correct. Now, what next? So, with understanding the self realization, and I hope everyone would have felt it on the hand, but now, in case you did not feel it on the hand, don't be discouraged. It's just matter of couple of exercises or couple of times practicing it, you will definitely feel it on your hands. It's so natural. It's like a small baby who does not know how to walk, eventually would walk. Is so simple. It's just need to keep practicing. The child will take the support of the wall, support of the object, and it will walk in the 11th month, 12th month, or maybe 13th month sometimes. But eventually, that is the time frame everyone would walk. So same here applies for us. Within a first time itself, you would be able to feel it on the hand, but if not on first time, maybe second or third, that's it. And once you start feeling it, it's very important that not only we meditate, but what we are going to learn in the upcoming days, we understand what are the different channels and chakras within us, how do we bring them in the balance, and how do we understand what do they denote on our fingertips. All right, so that we are going to cover it up in our next days. Now, I'll take a short pause here if there is any question from anyone. Otherwise, I'll go through with some of the FAQs, which would be quite helpful in case you are feeling a bit shy. So if you have a question, you can feel free to raise your hand and we can help to unmute you. And while you're asking, some question, getting your hand raised, maybe I can just touch up some of the FAQs. What is the right time for the meditation? For us, right time is 24/7. Meditation is a state. It is not an activity. It is a state where you are thoughtlessly aware. So you can be in the state while eating the food, while doing some work, while cooking. You can be in that state anytime. However, to practice to be in that state, we practice 5 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the night. Earlier the day is better, and in the evening, later the day, but of course, not so late that you are so tired that when you sit for meditation, you fall asleep. And then you claim, I had a very deep meditation. Okay, you need to be aware. So you can meditate when you get up in the morning. If you are a tea or a coffee person, take tea and coffee, freshen up, and then sit for meditation. But don't think that, oh, I have to sit for 5 minutes. I have got 5 minutes before I catch up my bus. Let me sit for meditation. Guess what? You'll keep thinking about whether the 5 minutes is over, bus is going to come. Make sure that 5 minutes, if it becomes 10, that time is available for you so that you can enjoy and be in that state. That has to be really a time devoted and dedicated for you. Now, another thing is, whether we should do it before eating food, after eating food. Well, if you are very hungry, make sure you eat food. Otherwise, we'll keep thinking about food. Okay? There's no hard and fast rule. As long as you're giving good 5-10 minutes in morning and in the evening, it's very good. Okay? Now, how to meditate at home? There is something very interesting. So I see there's no question yet. And if that is the case, not to worry. If you have a question coming up later, feel free, you can write it up in the chat box, or you can raise your hand, we can unmute. Now, how to meditate in home is you can download this app, which is made of 30 videos, which will help you to meditate on day-to-day basis. Now, of course, for the next 7 days, you would be joining these classes. I'm pretty much sure you will find this session very helpful, and you would be following these steps on how to meditate. And even after that, even after this class, you can feel free to download this app right now. We will keep this page open for a while for you to scan it and install that application, not to worry. And you can practice at home. So same video in the app, you can use it for the morning and for the evening session. So this will help you meditate for 30 days. And in parallel, you can look for the centers, meditation areas, which is near your home, because as I mentioned, Sahaja Yoga is practiced in more than 100 countries around the world. So you may want to just simply do a Google, or you can go back to the website, the same free meditation website, and find the center which is near you. You can go and attend there. All the classes are absolutely free. There's no charge, no registration fees, no member fees at all, no strings attached. Okay, and there's a question, what is the best timing and how many times and for how long? Okay, so good question. So best time is, if I have to meditate, I would prefer to do that as a first thing in the morning. First thing means it's not just I got up and I sit for meditation. I mean, that's also possible. If you really like to do that, I'll get up, freshen up myself, take shower, and then I sit for meditation. If I don't drink a coffee or tea in the morning, unless, I mean, I used to do that long time back. And that time I used to take a coffee and tea and then sit for meditation. So it's absolutely free, whether you want to do it uh, after tea, before tea, get yourself fresh, because once you wake up, sometimes, body is a bit still into the, sleepy mode. You need to be alert in the meditation. Meditation is not like being in the sleep, but it is enjoying the state of meditation with complete awareness. Now, same applies for in the evening. If you are a working person, you're coming from office, to get yourself relaxed, again, freshen up. You want to sit for meditation, well and good. You want to take a dinner, that works well as well. Okay. How long? 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the night. Now, if it becomes 15, very good. But if it is becoming 2 hours, I would question, okay, the whether you are meditating or you are sleeping. Okay. So as long as you are enjoying, yes, time is not the limit. It's not how long, it is how deep. Okay, so with that, now what we will do towards the end of the session, of course, we are going to again share back the the QR code for you to install this application in case you have not done so. What we will do is again give a try, allow this energy to work, and this time we are going to try to feel on top of our head, on our hands. Okay, with very simple steps. We are not going to do all the steps of self-realization which we have gone through. We will just do a couple of them, and let us see how do we feel, or we would see whether we feel it even more. Okay, so let me turn off my video so that we can all focus on ourselves. Let's close our eyes. Keep both the hands on the lap. Sit completely relaxed. Relax your shoulders, relax your forehead. Again, if you want to take off your glasses, you can take off. That also helps to calm down or remove the pressure from your forehead. Now let us slowly bring our right hand on our forehead. Sometimes like when we have a headache, we hold our forehead and we press it a little bit. Feel free to do so. You can let your forehead rest on your hand. If you're not sure how, you can quickly take a look onto the screen, and afterward you can close your eyes. And here we would just, with complete freedom, we would say, I forgive everyone. And I also forgive myself. This is such a powerful affirmation I forgive. I forgive everyone. Now let us slowly bring our right hand on top of our head. We do a gentle massage again, like how we have done before, in a clockwise direction while applying a little pressure. And here we will express our deepest desire at this moment. Mother, please give me my self realization. Please bring me into the state of meditation. Now, very slowly, we bring our right hand few inches above. Now, we are no longer touching our head, and very slowly move your right hand to and fro, back and forth, and try to feel the point where you get a little cool or warm air coming out. That is the point of your seventh energy center. This is the point where you would keep your attention, your focus when you're meditating at home. When your attention is on the seventh energy center, this Kundalini rises. It continuously rises more and more and nourishes your energy center further. If your hands are getting tired, you can switch your hand, bring your right hand on the lap, and you can try to feel with the left hand. Again, try to find that spot, little back and forth. Where do you feel that cool vibrations or little warm air coming out? If it is very warm, then you can say, I forgive everyone. And this helps nourishing our sixth energy center. And you can slowly feel that this really removes the unnecessary heat within us. Now, afterward, bring your both hands on the lap and now try to keep your attention or focus on top of your head. In beginning, you may find it a bit difficult, but later on it becomes very easy because you would very obviously feel the cool or warm air coming from the top of your head, the seventh energy center. So it becomes easy to keep your attention there. However, until we reach that state, let us just try to continue, make effort. Now, while practicing in home, if you're getting too many thoughts, if you find it still difficult to keep your attention on the seventh energy center, you can repeat the step of gentle massaging and bringing your hand back on the lap. So, this will help you a little bit to make an habit or be in the state where your attention is on your seventh energy center. Now, while keeping your eyes closed, again just try to observe on your hands, on your fingertips, if you can feel a little cool or warm breeze coming out. And let's just be in the state of meditation for a few moments. Now, again, while keeping our eyes closed, just try to observe on your hands, on your fingertips one more time. Now, you can gently open your eyes and take note of how do you feel inside as compared to your status, your state when you join the class. Now, what next is we will have this session again tomorrow, same time, and we will learn about further how to balance our energy channels and learn more about the topic about this energy and energy centers within us. Now, we do have more details to share, and feel free if you want to provide your email address so we can keep in contact with you. We can share in further information, and if you have any query, you can always address, you can put that on the email uh, afterwards, and we can always get back. So with that, this is become coming to the end of the session. Now, as I mentioned, we will have our, sorry, let me go back. Yes. So that is again our mobile app. So in case you would like to download this, it is available for Android as well as iPhone. You can install this app and you can practice it in your daytime and try to meditate once before you join again back the class tomorrow. And we would be happy to hear how your experience has been. And if you have any question, if you have anything to share, we would be very happy to listen and contribute if you have any query. So with that, uh, thanks for today's session and really appreciate for your time and looking forward that you would be joining our classes and hope to see you practicing meditation on day-to-day basis. So with that, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. And happy meditation. Feel free to be on this meeting and we will be listening to instrumental music and try to be in the state of meditation for a while. Thanks again.